Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Our Melody Live, the show with absolutely zero technical difficulties whatsoever. Of course, everything would run perfectly fine after me being gone for 3-4 months, something like that. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone, for coming down today. It is so good to be back. Yeah, it's going to be a full week of streams. In case you guys didn't see the announcement post, we are stocked up over this coming week. We are going to be starting off, of course, with trucking. We gotta go as we were before. We do Monday trucking. We're going to do Nier Automata on Tuesday, Deadlock on Wednesday. I've been playing a lot of that lately. I think it'd be fun to stream, just for once, More Nier on Thursday. We're going to be doing a jamboree with a whole bunch of friends on Saturday. It's going to be fire. And more Nier on Sunday. And then we'll be back to the regular schedule after that. But yeah, exciting stuff. Hope y'all enjoy. Any amount of stability in this setup was brought to you by my stream checklist, which I formulated a while back and have been really leaning on ever since. Right. Hi! Hello, everyone. Been a second, hasn't it? Oh, man. We got a lot of catching up to do. Good heavens. First things first, I'm going to thank everyone who has subscribed so far. My goodness. Hello, everyone. Of course, yeah, Red Cinder, drink water. It is time to drink water. Oh, it's good to say this again. You know the deal, everyone. It is time to drink water. If you have water with you, you should drink it. And if you don't have water, you should go get some, because water's good for you. And I will drink to that. Love water. So good. Oh, fuck my poor crusty kidneys. I'm so sorry. If I have been your number one source of reminders to drink water... Holy shit, mate, thank you. Okay, let's go everyone in order. Ellie, thank you for the resub with Prime. 6 months, my goodness. Julia, thank you for the resub. That's 6 months of tier 1. Subscribe for 10 total. Oh my god, thank you so much. Aura for 7 months resub. Thank you so much. Shoot, Twitch pop-up. Fucking real. Also, I forgot to read Julia's message. I'm pregnant. Congratulations. Wait. Rin, thank you for resubbing with Prime 10 months. Oh god, she's back. You know it, baby. And then May, resub with Prime 10 months. Mods, help. I spill my water. Help! And thank you for triggering the hype train as well. That's fire. Appreciate that. Alright, I put this playlist on shuffle, don't I? Yes. I almost forgot. It's been a sec. Twitch says I can use my pending stream payout for bits. Oh, yeah. You can keep the currency locked into the platform. If you so wish. That is a feature. Right. Where were we? My god. Okay, first things first, I should probably launch Steam again, shouldn't I? Let me take care of that real quick. Very temporarily, I'm gonna mute my desktop audio because I'm starting Steam in desktop mode lately. And I have a very specific reason for that, because I'm now the proud owner of a Steam controller, and I really want to, not dog food it. I'm not the one producing it, but I really want to, put it through its paces, use Steam desktop mode a lot more, and see, okay, how competent is this for, playing my games, even on desktop? It's decent. Takes some getting used to. There's some weird little bits that I don't expect, but overall, we good. We ball. Drinking water is so urea crystal phobic. My god. Actually, yeah, there were some horrible messages in chat I got to address real quick. 1 second. Let's see here. 9 months Ari subscribed, which means it's almost time to harvest the placenta. Please never ever say that again. My god, that was horrible. Speaking of placenta, I should think about food. Fuck you all. What the fuck? What? This is what I come back to. Horrible. Okay. Oh my god, Julie, Epiphany works, but not Firefox Lite. Okay, in my case, it was just... Oh, yeah, for some background, while I was trying to set up stream, I noticed I couldn't log into my Twitch dashboard. It said my browser was not supported. It turns out the problem was I had 2 user agent switchers installed, and they were conflicting with each other, and it was causing problems. I think I was marking myself as using like an older version of Chrome or something. Business as usual. Oh, that's weird. Well, don't try 2 user agent switchers at once. That's how I got into that problem. Right. There's apparently been some updates. Wait. Okay. It's not out yet, but there's apparently updates on the Isle of Ireland DLC from the 15th of May. It looks nice. Just as a quick glance over it, it looks nice. Yeah. Pretty cool. I will be excitedly awaiting that. Oh yeah, what the fuck? It's not on my wish list already. Bizarre. Yeah, it seems like they're kind of doing like monthly updates on that DLC, so that's cool. I'm sure I'll hear about it when it finally does release. Twitch is being mean. I can only watch in 1080p. So that's... I'm going to assume because you're not subscribed. So Twitch, because I am not a partner, I'm only an affiliate, they don't give me transcoding options for viewers. They don't give viewers transcoding options for my stream. And the only way to work around that is subscribing or me getting partner, whichever comes first. Because you have to pay for all of those extra resources. Actually, sorry, no. We talked about this before. There are some cases where you can not be subscribed and still get transcoding, but it's subject to load. And we're like going into summer now, so a lot of people are going to be streaming and consuming that load, I presume. Do you have enhanced broadcasting enabled in OBS? You make OBS do some of the transcoding now. Ooh. I don't know if I have the option. Oh no, I do. I'd have to restart the stream though. Tell you what, I'm gonna notice in my Obsidian dock, and I will do that. Broadcasting in OBS. Cool. All right. I have that noted now. Louder, thank you. Oh my god, 14 months total. I forget how old my Twitch channel is sometimes. Thought I'd join and see some trucks, but somehow not. Don't worry about it. We're very on schedule. Everything is going exactly as planned. Right. I do have my wheel now, though, and it is working. It is no longer a mouse, so that's nice. Let's start Eurotruck. Processing Vulkan shaders. Fuck. Okay, it's not taking long. It's going fast. We're okay. Where did I go? VitoTube crashed. Come back. You fucker. Asshole. I didn't say you could leave. It just crashed. I watched it disappear from my taskbar. Fucking May. Already look like be consumed from the stream for a modest cost. Yeah, this is the cost of transcoding. You have to get rid of the Ari Doodle. We otherwise cannot afford this. I'm sorry. Alright. I think we are good to start. Glad to see Ari has added a gun feature to her stream. You know, good idea. See that again. I kind of like that idea. Okay. My goodness. FPS intensive doodle. You know, sometimes I do wonder, because it seems to be the first process that gets culled when my PC starts eating bricks. Okay. Right, yeah, there's no game. No games. Sorry, guys. No games today. We ran out of games. My bad. We're back. A lot of updates since I last came by, but it's probably all fine. All fine and dandy. Yep. Continue career. Oh, it's good to be back at the wheel. I've maybe played Truck Sim like once since the hiatus. Oh yeah, I should explain the hiatus. Tell you what, we'll start a delivery and then I'll get on it. Back to Amsterdam, baby. Did you do Driving Academy? I tried it out a while back, but other than that, I haven't really played around with it too much. We'll start nice and simple. Cargo market. Let's do a bunch of medical equipment. That is a nice price. My goodness. Data, thank you. Prime for 16 months. Oh, I'm old. I'm old. I have not been doing RR Melody lives for that long. So that, you know who the real legacy ones are, the ones who've been around for a bit. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, I'm like muscle memorying back where my pedals are supposed to go. That is a long time. Wow. My Twitch page is old. If you click, I think if you click somewhere on my page, it shows it's like a couple years old at least. I'm a fake fan. You're real to me, Julia. I sure hope I don't have to like rebind everything. It should be okay. Okay, that's that. You know, I don't think I have to rebind anything. I think I just have to remind myself how to play. Ah, yes. Good. Good, good, good. Is this my place? No. Where the fuck am I? Oh, they've dropped me at a random depot. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. That's interesting. The map has changed slightly. It now shows my vehicle wear at all times. It now shows my bank balance at all times. And it shows my weekly profits, which are very good right now. That is delightful. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Just going across. Space Girl Logistics. We are so insanely back. Please give me a moment while I get my bearings again. Oh, May, I'm not reading that amount. But yes, thank you for the bits. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 69 minus 2 bits. Specifically avoiding the possibility of any of you getting a fucking soundbite of me saying that. Thank you, Ari, for acknowledging my 69 minus 2 bits. If you do one more, it will be 69. Can you believe it? Okay, September 9th, 2017. That sounds about right. Yep. I'm old. Yeah, Ellie, I've been on the internet for a couple of years, you know. Not under this name, but under other names. Good to reuse the channel, though. Imagine having bits or being subbed. Could not be more. I'm poor. Or could not be me, I think is what you meant, yeah. Yeah. That's also on like every single online account I have. Yeah. Like I said, been around a bit. I probably have an older Twitch account. Actually, no, I do. I do have an older Twitch account. But this is the one I like. This is the one where I like actually started streaming it properly. Under my old alias, albeit, but, you know. Some people are on the internet from an unsafe age, Ellie. Everyone knows about Melody Minecraft 2000. Girl, I wish I had the idea of RE Melody back in... Wait, I wasn't born in 2000. You forgot how old I am. Point and laugh, point and laugh. Girl, I didn't live to see 9/11. I was born after it. Right. Okay. I should explain. Maybe? I'm not really obligated. I just kind of want to. I'd like to explain, like, where the fuck I was for the past fuck knows how long. The TLDR is life comes at you fast when you're wrapping up your last year of college. And it wasn't just college stuff, like all sorts of other things were coming up around that time. Shit was kind of hectic. I was actually thinking of going back to streaming last week, but then shit came up again. And I was like, nope, this isn't going to work at all. So, and at that point, I was already done my college stuff. But yes, I have officially completed all of my college work. It's done. Like, it was my 4th and final year. The only thing I need to go back to campus for now is put on a graduation cap and walk out. And then we're done. So I'm delighted. Graduating in 2 days, that's fucking awesome. Delighted for you. Delighted for us. It's very good. And I am excited about it. For those of you who don't remember, I barely remember. I believe I started, I think I started streaming while I was employed, not in college. I was doing an internship over the semester. It's one of the mandatory things you have to do. And I found during that internship, just in general, not even just with streaming, but just in general, my schedule is way easier to manage when I'm employed compared to being at college. College has no fucking concept of a work-life balance at all, which is part of the reason why streams ended up kind of falling to the wayside, because I just was not able to handle the like all of the workload and whatnot. And at such like erratic intervals, like we would just be, yes, I remember how to use my gears. I just thought I hit it. It was a lot. It's a lot of stuff. So I had to put the brakes on something, and it had to be something non-essential. And unfortunately, as much as I adore streaming, it was the only thing I could reasonably sacrifice at the time. And even then, like, shit was rough. It was a lot. I won't go too deep into it, but yeah. That is done now, though. The biggest burden on my back for the past 4 years is basically behind me. I don't want to say officially just yet, you know. They could always come back and say, oh, actually, you failed so-and-so module, you have to retake something, which would fucking blow. But I don't suspect that's going to happen. I don't foresee it. So, for most intents and purposes, it's over. So I'm actually free for like the next 4 weeks, basically, just kind of doing whatever, and then I go into employment. Thankfully, the fellows who I was working with before were happy to take me back after I was completed college. They were very enthusiastic, actually. I think they contacted me like a week or so after I left with a contract offer, which was cool. Very cool. I'm glad I made a good first impression. But yeah, I'm going to be employed. We're going to be making money. It's going to be fire. That money is going to get put to some good fucking use. Now that basically everything in front of me is work and, well, this, you know, me creating for the internet and whatnot. And currently, thankfully, I have the small blessing in this country at the moment of being able to live at home, not paying as much for bills and whatever. I can put a lot of that money towards those creative projects, and I've got some stuff cooking. I'm so tempted to say, oh, I won't say too much right now, but it's me. I love to yap. I'll probably end up saying a whole bunch of shit over the next 2 hours that, like, reveals half of what I'm doing. I will say, at least, there is absolutely second album still very much in the works. That's not new information, but it's still very much in the works, and it's looking very, very good right now. It's looking very, very exciting. And I am genuinely in a position where I want to put a budget on the album to really squeeze out, like, as much as I can out of it. Nothing crazy. Like, I'm not going to, you know, bring myself to the wire or anything, but I want to make it really good. Because Free to Play was, I think, an incredible debut, and I think the reception to it kind of confirms that, which I'm still so appreciative of. And I want to pay that forward by continuing to make really cool stuff. And that's what album 2 is hopefully going to be. It's certainly what it means to me, and that's hopefully what's revealed in the final product. We'll see. We will see. But for now, I am excited. I am young and free from college. Genuinely one of the most suffocating things I've had to deal with. Necessary, but suffocating. Which is why I'm just glad that it's over and I get to move on with my life. Let me just do this awkward merge, and then I will catch up with chat. Yeah, good thing I definitely wasn't going there. Aragon so long I beat Unbeatable twice and took emotional damage, well, thrice, the last time being unrelated. I very briefly poked at Unbeatable the other day. I didn't get super far into it. I got very tired and had to go to sleep. Don't start trying out a new game at like fucking 1 or 2 in the morning. Bad idea. But yeah, it looks super cool. I'm very excited to try it. As I understand it, it's like yeah, it is a rhythm game. That's not like huge news to me. I remember when I first saw like the game reveal trailer, it was like, okay, cool, it's a rhythm game, but I fucking love the art style. That's enough to get me to play a rhythm game. I'm not like great at them. I don't actively look for rhythm games usually, but Unbeatable looks fantastic and I think is worth picking up regardless. So you had to jettison the payload stream. Sorry, am I on the right lane? I am. Nay, 1 bit! At everyone play Unbeatable. Real. You had to jettison the payload stream to focus all the ship's energy on life support. College. To an extent, including life support. Like I said, it was very strenuous. It wasn't fun, but we're done. Admit, are you speaking? Oh no, I can't yap behind an ad. That sucks. They're imploring you? Yeah. Good pay too. So it'll be very good. Kat, thank you so much. Resub for 10 months, 11 months total. What the heck? We're almost a year. Fucking awesome. I'm excited. Speaking of, yeah, actually I'm going to very quickly catch up with the rest of chat because I don't want to lose it. Yeah, make sure not to tell anyone about the Life 2D model you're commissioning. Yeah, of course. I fucking wish I had news like that to reveal. Fuck, I did miss something. Apologies. Hold on, I gotta quickly catch up with that. Employment is good because money. It's bad because you need to work. I'll be real, the work was not that bad. Compared to college, like, employment was breezy. I bet I could even take fucking on-call hours and I would be, like, better off than I was with college. Because at least then, like, my shifts are guaranteed to some extent. Like, even if they change, they'll be agreed upon ahead of time, right? Whereas with college, it's like, no, you gotta be working on something. And if you have nothing to work on, well, don't worry, we have plenty more assignments to give you. Like, that's why I'm like, it's soul-sucking. I don't really get a moment of peace with college around. It really sucks. I don't like Unbeatable because there's no reason to play it. There's no reason to play it with my funny socks. We've been grinding Windcraft the past few weeks. Oh, cool. One bit, May, thank you. Enamored by how it makes the noise when I click the button. Huh? The bit donation noise? Interesting. Oh, it was my first rhythm game. All it took was Jamie Page Real. Well, that was the part that truly convinced me. There were other things, yeah. From what I'm hearing, there are other things. I don't know if it'll be a stream game. I've been advised probably not a stream game. From what I understand, probably not a stream game. But it will be fun. I will enjoy it, and I'll be sure to talk about it on stream when I do play it. I'm excited for the Deadlock stream. So am I. I hope I don't play like shit. That'll be very unfortunate if I play like shit on stream. I just beef it for 2 hours, lose 3 matches in a row. That would stink. The bit noise. Did you want me to demonstrate this? Thank you. Thank you, May. Hi, Julia. Probably fairly likely to be hit by like copyright stuff. That's true. Yeah. Big Water. What the fuck? How can you make... You just put stickers in Twitch chat now? Or is that just a really large emote from like channel points or something? That's true. We'll all unfollow you if you suck too much at Deadlock. see May has spent her Twitch spendable balance. Oh, Gigantify redeem. Gotcha. That cost me 30 bits to Bigify. My god. Yeah, that's a thing you can do. Twitch have been doing like little, you know, donate to do emotes modifications for a while. Oh shit, hold on. Yeah, there we go. I was like, damn, it's real dark right now. I have no fucking headlights on. Also, I'm going on a very new road. I have never been here before, I'm realizing. It's unfamiliar. That's fine. My deadlock rank does not match my hours, so I don't enjoy it. Mine doesn't match my hours, but that's because I play very intermittently. And honestly, I'm fine down ranking, because obviously if I down rank, well then the game gets easier for me, and if I up rank, well cool. Little pat on the back for myself for playing better. But yeah, I try not to think too hard on the rank. When, like, so a lot of people ask me what rank I'm at, and I'll answer, but it's usually just for the practical function of like, okay, if we party together, are you going to get stomped or am I going to get stomped? Because of the... Okay, well, to be fair, the matchmaking's kind of cooked right now anyways, but... You know, you especially don't want to be in a weird intersecting elo bracket. Like, it's kind of ugly. I have queued with a whole bunch of my friends that have recently started and might be fine in a bot match, but, you know, my rank can be punishing. I was... whatever the green kind of middle rank was, I was there. I'm flittering in the, like, the low bracket of that at the moment. I used to be higher up, but, again, depends on how I'm playing. I beat it and instantly bought the entire soundtrack and has been rotating within my brain ever since, much like Constant Companions. Fucking real. Yeah, same. Only plays against bots because I'm a pussy. It's okay to just play against bots. Like, at the end of the day, play the game however the fuck you want to play it. T-Tog? Cards? I don't know what the fuck any of this means. I'm just gonna go to this one because there's a truck here already. Yeah, you can play the game however the fuck you want. Especially like single player. Like, who gives a shit? Someone really gonna get pedantic over that? Mid. I need to down rank. I'm Ritualist with less than 20 hours. I don't think I've even hit Ritualist before. Arcanist. Yeah, I was Arcanist. Kind of like a mid Arcanist. But I flitter all along that rank because for some reason Arcanist games are like very varied. We'll put it that way. We'll see how it goes on the stream. I'm friends. That's oomph. The Remington isn't always a winning play. Tragically, no. I do kind of like that about Deadlock, though. There's no one build that, like, is just the meta. Some people talk about meta builds, but, like, Deadlock is a dynamic enough game where that's not really... Like, there's the hotness build, sure. There's the one that's popular because of, like, a new item or some new tech that was discovered, what have you. But there's always a counter to something, even if sometimes that counter is just being better than the other player. But, you know. I probably want to go here, don't I? Which you definitely saw in the cafe, but I did finally get my Constant Companions vinyl in. Oh, sweet! And a fentanyl vinyl. Nice! There's no one build, the doorman in question. That's not a winning build necessarily either. You can lose an ideal doorman build very often. Dispel Magic usually will do the trick. Just tell no fuck off. Indomitable would probably help. I don't... I think that does circumvent Hotel Guest, I think. They for real need to kill kidnapping? I hope they never kill kidnapping. As far as I'm concerned, like, this is gonna sound rough, right? Getting kidnapped is a skill issue to some extent. If you can get yourself in a position... Like, okay, sometimes doorman is just a fucking snake. I will wholeheartedly concede to that. But if you're, like, regularly getting kidnapped, You just need to start avoiding wherever the doorman is hunting. Like, there are ways to circumnavigate doorman, and it is usually getting out of range or having some, like, dispel item. I hope they never kill kidnapping. Okay, -2 on me for that one. Back in the fucking building again. Note to self, do not compile C++ while watching a Twitch stream at 1080p. Curse of your browser encountered error while decoding the video. That's tragic. Well, I'd say if it's hardware encoded, or hardware decoded, it wouldn't be that much of a problem, but I don't know. I'm also kind of committing to the idea of trying to collect as much EN Vocaloid that has physical releases. That's cool, actually. That's a cool collection to do. Kidnapping is fun, but the issue is that Doorman is too meta or one trick to make it balanced enough where kidnapping is the only play, other than Bell Nukers, I guess. But like, those are Doorman's things. Like, if you want to nerf those, you're just saying just nerf Doorman entirely, just kneecap him. And what's funny is Doorman has been nerfed repeatedly in the past couple updates, but you know, despite the allegations, Doorman stay winning, it seems. I haven't heard anything yet about Doorman being totally, like, horribly broken and bad now. Like, what is he, a lane pusher? A support? Or, I think he's a support character, first and foremost. Like, you can build gun Doorman, but I don't think that's really why you're playing Doorman. If you wanted to play gun, there's a lot of other classes that are way better with gun. I'd say he is definitely a spirit focus. He's a spirit focus, and he's support in that he can really he can help break apart a team comp in the same way that Celeste is really good for taking like a large cluster of people. Dynamo's ult is good at taking out a large cluster of people in a small space. Doorman can like very much solo pick the top guy by just locking them away and then letting the team do the rest of the major fight. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm watching the Steam Deck. The CPU is the GPU. Oh no. Again, I like kidnapping because I love watching Doorman players, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to balancing, they gotta do something. I don't see a problem. Looks good to me. When Doorman stops being broken, there'll be a period of dormancy for fuck's sake. As a non-deadlocker, it is very strange to hear people talk about kidnapping. I should probably explain what that is for the people who have not played Deadlock, and especially have not like seen the Doorman. So the Doorman is a character in Deadlock. His whole deal is that he can throw kind of like, I guess you'd call like astral projected bells and carts at people, like luggage carts. He is like a hotel doorman, very old style fancy doorman. And he can place a pair of doors, which essentially act as portals. It's Valve, might as well take your portal DNA and bring it somewhere. Makes sense. But yeah, he can do those things, but then his fourth ability, is kind of like ultimate ability, is Hotel Guest, which temporarily locks the targeted player in the hotel that he, you know, governs, the Baroness. And they have to, like, escape through a corridor, and if they don't escape in time, then they take extra damage coming out, basically. Oh, fucking Ardoodle's gone again. God damn it. Hold on. I need to do that. Yeah. No clue why that's happening. That's really annoying. If that happens again, I might open it in, like, a terminal just so I can see the crash log after. Dressed like a bellhop too. Yes, yes. But yeah, so when people talk about kidnapping, they're talking about like locking someone in the Baroness, using Hotel Guest on them. And usually what'll happen then, if the Doorman player is feeling particularly cheesy and is within range, they can place a door on one of their allied towers, which does like massive damage. I'm not going to go into like MOBA mechanics if you're not super familiar with MOBAs. Basically, an allied objective that does a lot of damage. They place one door there, and then they place one door by the, I guess, the ghost of the player that's locked. So they still have like a presence in the game world, but they actually move around within the hotel until they escape. Once they escape, or otherwise, they are eventually set free. The idea is that the doorman will then throw a luggage cart, they'll toss a luggage cart towards the player that just escaped, which will stun them and carry them away through the door to the allied objective, and then they take massive damage and usually die. So, yeah, you can see why it's called kidnapping. You lock them in place for a while, you set up your perimeter, and then you cast them through a door into fucking gay baby jail and they die forever. Is basically the doorman's like #1 bit. And I've seen some very experienced doorman players use that with great mileage and with great joy, and I've done it myself. It is very funny when you execute it. Some people have very negative opinions of doorman players for that reason. I'm like, look, man, if you hate doorman so much, ban them. You know, there is a banning system in Deadlock. You can ban characters. You don't have to play with them anymore. But also, again, there's ways to counter doorman. So, like, do it. Yeah, I know I need sleeping game. I was peeping that. I'm not too far away from the next rest stop, I would think. I mean, realistically, I'm going to make it to my destination before I need to pass out anyway, so we're probably fine. Which they do, and that's why it's so damn hard to play Doorman now. Yeah, people got some hate boners for Doorman. But, like, you know, it's an arms race, basically. One class gets countered, so the class has to counter the counter. That is the Deadlock meta economy, and I think it's beautiful. For real, poor Joe Chuck. The biggest nerf Joe Chuck ever got was being forced to select 3 characters in roster rather than just selecting Doorman every game. That was the biggest, like, most heartbreaking thing to happen. Now bro just gets no Doorman games because everyone in Eternus bans Doorman. But yeah, should be fun to stream. And then, of course, we have a lot of Nier coming up this week as well. Julia has reliably informed me that the next 3 streams, I think she had said, should be very, very fun. Or at the very least, very, very interesting. So I'm excited for that. And that's why we have 3 Nier streams on the schedule. On-screen celebration? I can't see that, unfortunately, but hopefully that was fun for all the viewers. Oh no, someone please show me what that looks like. It looks chaotic. It's going off of what you're saying in chat, but I cannot see what you're seeing. I just see OBS. I suppose I should have a thing set up for that, shouldn't I? Oh, you know what? Hold on, I'll pull in here. Get my rest over here. I'll stock up on fuel too, why not? It's in Discord, thank you. So money rich, I can afford all the fuel. How much that worth? Blech, how much is that worth? I'm forgetting how to speak today. $4.92. Oh no! Whatever. You see the money I have? I'm okay. I am perfectly fine. And let's rest. Curse you with the inability to speak English. That's so fucked up, actually, that you would do that. Oh, and I have to position my phone so if someone messages me something important, I can actually, like, see the notif. Because I can only see it, like, blink on my desk, but that's it. Do I have... it's just Discord. I can catch up on Discord. That's okay. Alright, bad news. On-screen celebration does not show up in clips. I probably need to set up an alert thing for that. Yeah, that's probably what I have to do. It's just what happens when you're in a voice call for long enough. It's infectious. Yes, more overlays. I don't have that many, to be fair. Like, Aridoodle isn't even a Twitch overlay. Like, it's a Spout 2 feed from VadoTube. My chat and my tickers at the top left, those are overlays, and then my alerts is an overlay. But that's kind of it. I have a Twitch poll one, but it's not enabled because it takes up space even if there isn't a poll running, which is really annoying. Remember, kids, text and drive simultaneously for maximum efficiency. In my defense, I'm just checking to see if I have notifs. I'm not actually texting while doing that. The more risky thing is me reading that chat message while I'm taking turns. Ooh. I did mention at the beginning of the stream, I have a Steam controller now. It's cool. For those of you who don't know, Valve released a controller. They originally released a Steam controller back in like early 2010s or something. This is a new and improved Steam controller with all the DNA of the Steam Deck, which I really hope I don't have to explain to you what the Steam Deck is at this point if you're watching this stream. But yeah, Steam controller. It's really nice. I like it. 2015 is the original? Yeah, that makes sense. Appreciate it. Has it done the Wilhelm scream yet? So I did try and drop it from my ceiling to my bed. It did not make the noise, but I refused to drop it on anything harder than my bed or any higher than from my ceiling, so I've not gotten that. But it is random. Yeah. I think someone said it's a 10% chance. I'm like, I'm not dropping my controller from the ceiling like 10 times. I would like my sticks to... Actually, wait, they're TMR sticks. The only chance of them breaking is the plastic cracking, which is actually very unlikely. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot one of the #1 things I loved about the Steam the Steam controller. TMR. Huge. Fucking put your iPhone in the microwave for free wireless charging. What was the bit with that? Were they calling it Apple Wave or some shit like that? The new technology. I remember that. That was very funny. Get me brake checking the truck behind me. That was fun. I've never used TMR. I don't know if I've used Hall Effect either. I'm not aware of a mainline, like, flagship controller from one of the major console companies that, or major console manufacturers that has Hall Effect. I definitely don't know of one that has TMR. Valve's kind of ahead of the curve for the first party like that, as I am aware. Alright, should I feed the Doodle Bucks? Don't see why not. This is so risky. Fuck it, bro! This package is getting delivered on time, no matter fucking what. Do you think Blue Sky Pool Phone Guy would fall for Apple Wave? Genuinely thinking about that one. So, the mentality behind the... Holy shit, 1,000 bits. Thank you, May! Appreciate it. Fucking 1,000, that's crazy. Wii U controller layout is peak. I have heard some people say very nice things about the Wii U controller layout, yeah. I do love the Steam Deck one, though. Or the Steam controller. I'll get back to that in a sec. Real quick, do you think Blue Sky Pool Phone Guy would fall for the Apple Wave? So the reason he fell for the... Well, fell for it. It was his own bit. He fucking dug the hole and jumped into it. Dug the pool and threw his phone into it. The mentality behind that was the phone was getting too hot, and he was like, oh, when I get too hot, I go in the pool. So why can't my phone do that? Like the blissfully ignorant techno-optimist view of how technology should work. But the human body doesn't necessarily charge from the sun. We don't photosynthesize. And we don't really charge for, you know, microwaves are bad for us. Kind of all around. So I don't know if that would necessarily be applied. Come on, bro. I need to get in. Thank you. When I get low power, I jump in the microwave. I'm sure you do, Mia. How much is the bit? Could I get 1,000 bits? It's for the homeless. Yeah, Steam controller, very, very nice. I have been playing around with it a bunch. You're actually going to see me play around with it more during streams. I mean, you won't see it, but I will be using it. I do intend to use it with Nier Automata. Ordinarily, I would not use the gyro on my DualSense for games, and that's because the gyro isn't, like, toggleable easily. Like, it's always on, and that can get really annoying for recentering. But the Steam Deck and Steam Controller do something beautiful, which is they have capacitive touchpads and joysticks. So all I have to do is touch the pads, and that enables gyro for me. So I can very easily, just with like lifting or lowering my thumb, determine whether or not I want gyro to be enabled or not. Which is really nice. And makes the controller actually viable for shooters. I've been playing a whole bunch of Risk of Rain 2 over the past 2 days with friends, and it's been really fucking fun. And I've been doing it all on the Steam controller. To be completely honest, I don't know how to play Risk of Rain 2 on a mouse and keyboard. I only know the controller. Deadlock's a different story. It's playable. It could be better, but it's okay. It's okay. It's playable. I wouldn't jump into ranked with it, though. It is fun though. And definitely for pretty much everything that every PC game that I have that requires a controller, I will just be using the Steam controller from here on out. My DualSense is officially like the Player 2 controller, which is a crazy thing to say, but it's true, it's true. It's the Player 2 controller now. You got 1,000 bits badge. That's awesome. All right. Let's park this up. Uh-huh. We're good. We're good. We're good.
It's time to drink water.
Indeed. Let me just park this up real quick.
It's time to drink water.
That should be good. Bada bing. Delightful. You came Trump for like a solid second. That was the aim. I was doing a bit. Indeed, yes, it is time, everyone. It's time to drink water. You know the deal. If you have water with you, you should drink it. If you don't have water, you should go get some, because water's good for you. Oh, I didn't read my small yap about you controllers. I did. I read most of it, at least. Congratulations, you have beat all the levels of Ari Melody Live. You are trans. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it. Very cool, very cool. Okay, medical equipment from Paris to Dortmund. Medical equipment and computer processors. Huh, interesting. Right. Oh, I could just get parking for this. It's fine. Thank you, generous benefactor. You have chosen or have been chosen to get stream sniped. Can you imagine I've got stream sniped in Euro Truck Simulator? Open world ETS and someone fucking rams into the side of my trailer. They hate my ass in particular. How would you even... Yeah, hypothetically. I got $40 in payout money from way back when. I don't intend to stream on Twitch actively again, so I might as well pay it forward. I appreciate the fuck out of that. Thank you. Very cool. Oh, yeah, because you're not even fucking allowed to withdraw it, because it's not above a certain threshold. Is it like 100? I thought it was like 50. Oh, sorry, you said 40 bucks. Yeah, I think it is 50. It used to be 100 threshold when I was streaming actively. I remember that too, and I think they lowered it to 50. I remember something about that. I know I've gotten like a 70-something payout before, so, you know. Yeah, 50. What else might there be to talk about? God damn. I yapped too hard. I didn't bring topics for this one. Oh no. That's fine. We'll enjoy the peace for a moment, I think. The peace and quiet of the open road. As I overtake this stupid fucking beige car. Oh, I'm not overtaking you there though. Fuck you for going faster than me. Open road implies the existence of a closed road. Yes, Ellie, that is a thing that exists. Yeah, roads can close. That is a thing. What did you say about the Wii U controller meowing? I mean, I didn't have necessarily opinions on the matter. I did read the messages though. Yeah, I've never had one. I remember when I picked up a Nintendo phase not too long ago. I had mentioned on streams I had gotten a Switch and invested in a new 3DS XL and everything. Like I got the kit. I got the gems. And I was genuinely thinking, oh, do I want to get a Wii U? But at that point I'd already like spent enough money on Nintendo shit and I'm like, no. Because as it is, like, I've only got so much time in the world, and I do have a lot of games across a lot of different platforms. Oh, I wanted to turn in there, you fuck! Whatever, I'm going this way. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't have had time to allocate to playing Wii U games, so it wouldn't have made sense to get the console. Don't like the Switch controllers. Their layout is whack, and the Joy-Cons break too easily. Totally agree. Absolutely. I really like the Switch 2 controllers. I really don't like how they are still going for potentiometer joysticks. Frankly, I think we should just leave that shit in the past. To be completely honest, I don't care if they are more expensive. A device that breaks is e-waste, and it is a waste of money if you are not, you know, building your shit reliably. And I would gladly pay more for a controller that lasts longer and has more features, but more importantly, lasts longer. But yeah, for what it's worth, at least the Joy-Cons were easy to repair. Like, I've done a repair on Joy-Cons before, and they're very easy. My Joy-Cons broke at a grand total of 2 weeks in multiple ways. Jesus. Sounds like you might need to be a little bit gentler with them. But I have a fan constantly pointed at me at the moment. The humidity in my area right now is absolutely killer. So I've got a constant breeze. Wind simulation. From my left side too, so it does actually kind of match. Just gonna floor it, whatever. Good that the truck driving muscle memory is kind of back in my system. Doesn't mean I'm driving legally per se, but I'm driving all right. I mentioned before in a previous stream that apparently the way that I drive in this game is, you know, quite different from reality, noticeably. Like, a lot of it tracks, like, road rules and whatever, but my wheel sensitivity, I realize, is not one-to-one mapped with the actual steering of the vehicle, and that makes a big difference, so I hear. Well, so I hear. So I saw from, you know, having my mom try out BeamNG Drive on my wheel, and while it worked perfectly fine for me, she was way oversteering because the sensitivity was higher, but that was the stock setting and it felt fine. So I was surprised by that. But yeah, apparently you are really supposed to send it on the wheel if you want to do a big turn. Which I wouldn't mind. I already kind of do send to the wheel, but whatever. Doodle and legal truck driving are completely incompatible. True. I don't remember. Did you get any updates on IRL driving? Don't remember if you got your license or not. Haven't even started lessons. I was looking into it a while back. Don't really have the time to like properly commit to doing the tests. I do want to for the sake of having the license, though I don't necessarily intend on getting a car all too soon. And my reasons for that at the moment are multifaceted. One, we live in a tiny old-ass estate that doesn't really have ample parking. Sorry, not even ample. It barely has parking. For the number of houses that are here, we barely have parking, so it's kind of fucked. I don't really have a space to put a car if I had one. And second, I'm really, really keen on getting an electric car and sticking with electric all the way through. I really don't want to ever lock myself into fossil fuels if I can help it. The problem is that Ireland is also, I think, the most expensive country in the EU for electricity. So shores of me prior investing in a fuckload of solar panels to put on the roof, I will still be paying out the ass for the stuff that I put in my car to make it go forward. So kind of fucked if you do, fucked if you don't. So like, for the time being, while buses are still perfectly like usable for the travel that I usually need to do, and carrying a bike on board can get me much of the rest of the way there for those like little niche areas, I don't think I really need to right now. It's on my to-do list, but it's not on my list of priorities. That was just stuff TM happened. It was like a, you know, the whole combination of things. Like, I'm freed up now, but I'm still thinking it's like, if I got the license, it would basically just be like, so I could emergency drive a car. But even then, it's not like I'd be insured on it, so I don't think it'd be very legal for me to do that. Oh, brother, get on with it. Alright, you're rare. Right, 57 euro. I'm gonna be broke! Whoa, my weekly income went down a lot. The fuck? That's interesting. Did I get a loan or something? I might have gotten a loan and I forgot. Alright, you can't drive there. This isn't a lane. And? This package is gonna get there one way or another, guys. Bird would say otherwise. Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Mia did make a joke earlier, but I do actually intend on commissioning a VTuber avatar at some point, but that's no secret. I've talked about that before. The big problem is me actually having a character reference to hand to artist to make the model. But it is on my to-do list. I think I might want to, for the time being anyway, prioritize album work. Because I really want to, especially over the next month, I want to maximize what I can do on that album. Because streams will kind of like run on the regular schedule and whatever while I'm employed. But stuff with the album, wow, I nearly tilted there. Stuff with the album, I'm only going to have this time right now to get like a load of bulk work done. And if I can get the album like pretty close to the finish line, it can kind of coast along in such a way where I will make no promises, but I would like for the album to release kind of end of this year. I would like for that to happen, but it's very easy that it could be next year. So we will see. We will see. That's kind of why I have a budget as well. Part of the idea is I want to commission visual artists to do the bulk of the cover arts. I want to do some of them myself if I can. Another thing I do need to do during this period of freedom that I have is, you know, pick up a fucking pen and actually start drawing some stuff. Because I do have a very cool visual concept for cover art for a very cool song in particular. But not right now. I'm trucking right now, so I'm not going to do that right now. But it is what I want to do. But once I'm happy with the work there, and I'm like, okay, cool, like start pivoting, by that point, I will be employed again, and I will probably have at least gotten my next paycheck, which will absolutely cover me for commissioning artists to even just do like drafts of stuff, you know? As I understand it, you basically need to hire like a separate like model artist, the person who actually creates the art, and then there is the rigger who actually makes the model out of those pieces. You can maybe find some people that do both, but oh boy, would you be paying for it. And at least if you split it across, you wouldn't get like any parallelism benefits out of it, but you might be able to pick like the best quality of both for what it's worth. Like, I get a really good artist and I get a really good rigger rather than someone who's okay at both. Thought it'd be fun. The next thing I'm going to have to figure out is how that face cam is going to work with my current setup. So, like, I can set up... I've upgraded phones in the time that I was gone, so I do have an iPhone 13 Pro that I can very easily use for facial capture with ARKit and whatnot. Or is it FaceKit? I don't remember. I think it's ARKit. You kept your old phone, right? Yeah, I did. So I can very easily use it for stuff like that. And so I've heard through the grapevine, and by through the grapevine I mean Asahi Lina's Blue Sky. Or was it Fetty? I think it was Fetty. Sorry, my bad. She's poking around at how that face capture actually works, and it is looking like it's not fancy like IR stuff like Face ID. Face ID is supposedly entirely separate tech and does not interfere with facial capture. The facial capture is just a really nicely tuned model, like an ML model for tracking faces. So in theory, if you can like decipher the model data and you can put it to work, you can just make open source face kit. Is that what it is? I think it's ARKit face stuff specifically. I don't remember Apple's branding for it, but you get the idea. So in theory, I might just be able to use any old nice, decent camera with good enough lighting and easily capture myself for VTubing. So that could be cool. But for now, you know, the smartphone method is the method that people use and it works, so I'll happily do what everyone else is doing in that regard. The next big problem, though, is my microphone placement. So currently, my microphone is like a finger width away from my mouth. I really shouldn't have it that close. What I should be doing is I should be putting it further away and turning up... yeah, like adjusting my compression or something so that it still picks up the same, but I can more easily filter out like smaller mouth sounds and whatever. Because I'm so close, you can hear basically everything that I'm doing with my mouth at all times. And that can be suboptimal as a listening experience. So it would be nice if I could just be, you know, a little bit further away, but you still hear me perfectly fine. I think a problem with me as well is this is very habitual for me. I'm very used to the microphone being as close as it is. That's how I've had it for years. So getting out of that pattern is going to be a pain in the ass, but is what it is. It was really sad as she posted her findings and benchmarks on Reddit and people laughed her out of there. Yeah, I vaguely recall that. People are so fucking mean to Lena and for like no fucking reason. I realized she doesn't go by Asahi Lena anymore, does she? It's Hoshino Lena, I think. Oh, fuck, that way. That's where I want to go. We're good. Yeah, people keep fucking bullying her out of projects, which is like so fucking lame. Because she is a stellar contributor. And anyone shooting her down from those positions, like, what are you doing? You're sacrificing incredible talent for some stupid fucking... I don't know what it is, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe transphobia fueled hate. It's possible. Yeah. Maybe some people just don't like her vibe, like as a VTuber and whatnot. And for that, I'm just like, fucking cowards. Like, seriously, you cannot comprehend, you cannot possibly deal with a cute anime girl avatar in the corner writing some of the best fucking driver code you've ever seen in your life. Okay, bro. Enjoy your mid-driver code, I guess, if you're gonna be so fucking weird about it. These are mods ICBM their ass. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's quite a bit of that on r/Linux. Ugh. Is this around like the heat of it, where she had basically dropped off of the face of the Asahi Linux project? That was heartbreaking, by the way. Like, not like I've followed Asahi Linux development super closely, but I have never heard of it being as good as when she was on the team and when... I don't remember the name. Is it Martin? I think was their name. Was also on the team. But then both of them got fucking bullied off. And they were like the best contributors to the Asahi Linux project. And now it's like, what, dead? I don't think it's actually dead, but it's basically on life support as far as I'm concerned. Like, I had to poke at it not too long ago because I was screwing around with VR on ARM post Steam Frame announcements and whatnot. And I was just poking at using FEX on my Raspberry Pi 4B. And well, I'll put it this way. Half-Life 1, roughly 30 FPS. You know, you get what you pay for. It's on a gaming PC. Especially not with the GPU that the Pi 4 has. I actually think CPU rendering was stronger. That GPU was anemic. But I was like, okay, what's the strongest ARM64 device that I own that isn't a Raspberry Pi and that I can use for bits like this? Can't be using my current MacBook Pro, but my MacBook Air, which I still have, I still have. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. Let's put Asahi Linux on it. So I was trying that out and it was so you can play flat screen games on a MacBook, on an M1 Mac. It works. But if you want, say, VR, you're gonna need, say, external display support, for example, which means you've only got USB-C on those things, at least MacBook Air, so you're going to need DP Alt mode specifically, which is not supported in mainline Asahi Linux. It is only supported in an external, an experimental branch of the, I think it's, was it the, experimental branch of the kernel that the Asahi Linux project uses. I think it was codenamed Fairy Dust or something. And I believe, yeah, that's what has the DisplayPort alt mode support. So you have to compile that whole kernel. You have to compile the Linux kernel on an M1 Air with no active cooling, mind you. That was fun. Several hours later, I have a kernel that supports DP alt mode. In fringe conditions, it's not super stable, and you have to plug it into the frontmost USB-C port. The back one doesn't work. Why? I don't know, but that is how it works. Very strange. But I did eventually get a VR headset. Like, I got my Valve Index connected, and I got XR gears, and it was great. It was a pain in the ass to get there, but I ran into other issues. Notably, I was able to get native ARM apps running, which, okay, was basically what I was looking for. But I was really hoping I could maybe get an x86 game running in VR. It's possible that with... Oh, actually, I don't know. So, okay, I'll put it to you this way. Steam VR cinematic mode, or theater mode, whatever they call it for VR, flat screen in VR, that will probably not work. In fact, no x86 VR game will work on Asahi Linux, and the reason being the micro VM that they use to deal with some weird page size differences between systems. I don't know, it's some weird architectural thing. They specifically need a micro VM to work around that issue, which stops a lot of games from crashing. The problem is that micro VM, which is like the first layer that you execute in order to run, like, I don't know, Steam, which is pretty important for that process. It doesn't do hardware device pass-through, so my headset doesn't get passed through as a native device, so the games will just never detect the headset. It just doesn't appear. It's not there. And I don't think they necessarily have plans to fix that. There are ways around it. If you have a wireless headset, stuff like Wyvern and other projects. I don't have a wireless headset at the moment, so I can't really speak to them. But so I hear you can indeed run VR games x86 in that context, because then it's a wireless stream. It's not a direct over, like, physically connected device thing. So it's weird. It's very weird. And the thing that kind of broke my heart about it was like, okay, this is basically as good as it's gonna get, as far as I can see. Pretty much all the features that Asahi Linux supports are only on M1. M2, the support chart immediately cripples. Like, you have basically nothing on M2. It's not a bootable, usable system, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe bootable, but certainly not usable. So, it's not great. And again, like, we're on M5 now, if I'm not mistaken. And they don't have M2 support in any sort of stable condition. So yeah, it is very limited. It's kind of heartbreaking. Because again, this is probably as good as it's going to get. Because the harassment that some of the best contributors on the project got caused them to leave. They lost some of their best talent. What do they have now? So that's very upsetting. And that happens way too much in the open source community. Too many people just get shit on for shit that is separate from their code contributions. But of course, people get so hung up on those fucking details, they're just gonna kick people out, despite them making fantastic fucking software. And just to draw a very clear line in the sand here, that is absolutely not an argument for, say, more right-wing folks who would essentially play the same tune, right? Where they're like, oh, you know, well, they make good code, so we gotta allow them in, because otherwise we're gonna lose their really awesome patches. No. So the difference there, the big difference that people definitely gotta understand with that, is that one of these groups is actively trying to silo out other groups. The other group is just trying to exist and do cool shit in a space that gives them no thanks at all. So, like, you can't honestly tell me for a fucking second that the super alienating party is more worth keeping around in an open source project than the one that is, like, actually super open to people and is, like, a really nice contributor, polite to everyone, you know. You can't seriously say that shit. Just in case someone tries to gotcha me on that for some fucking reason. And of course I could do the best of, like, you know, fucking queer people are holding up like 90% of the software industry at this point. I could say that. I don't exactly have exact metrics on that, but I know a lot of people in queer tech, and I know that for a lot of them, the sectors that they work in, if it weren't for them, the sector would be cooked. So, you know, eventually you gotta, like, get over your shit. Or, God forbid, fucking talk to a trans person or something. Get to know them. They don't bite, normally. I don't know why I'm beefing this fucking reverse so much. So glad I'm only fictionally employed to do this. Oh, I did way too much. I did way too much at all. But trans people are scary. Talking to people in general is difficult for them. Yeah, that is something that I've kind of observed. Like, people say that, like, oh, left-wing infighting is fucking crazy. That's not exclusive to us. Not even remotely. Conservative folks will always find a way to draw another fucking circle around themselves and exclude a whole bunch of other people. I don't know how they do it. It's kind of a skill. Sorry, not conservative specifically. You know, that very exclusionary far-right vibe, you know? Like, they'll just find a reason to exclude people. It doesn't stop with you. It's certainly not. It just kind of keeps going because they always need another enemy, because that's how those circles get riled up. They have to get called to action against someone. It's very unsustainable. And you know me, I love my sustainability. You can go, dude. Okay. Guess I'm Fucking NPCs, man. Actually. This is true, I am terrified of myself. Wow, I wish I had insight and opinions to share in public about that topic, smiles innocently. I got a recommendation kind of recently. So, yeah, fuck it, we're doing politics this end of the trucking stream. Here we go, everyone. So, housing in this country is fucking whack. I've talked about it before. I maybe have some new thoughts on it right now, but I'm kind of too tired to get into it right this minute. But it's kind of bad. And it does concern me on, like, okay, cool. At this time, and certainly once I'm employed, I will still not be able to afford a home for myself. I will have to live, like, here where I am with family for the foreseeable future. The only chance that I have of getting a place in this country is with Julia and I moving in together, basically, and our combined salaries would then, pay the rent, which is kind of fucked. And that's not necessarily even a rent issue. That's mostly Ireland is not built for one-bed apartments problem. We just don't have those, and that's something that I learned the hard way. Pretty much even a one-bed apartment, it's like a double bed, and you're expected to be co-renting with someone else. That's basically how that works. So, no chance in hell of me getting a place on my own here. But even still, the rhetoric that I keep hearing, and I need to do a bit of my own research and see, like, okay, what do the numbers actually look like here? Oh, hell no, I'm going in there, bro. Hell no. The rhetoric I keep hearing is that the housing crisis is only getting worse. It's only getting more expensive, and there's a whole policy issue around it. It's politics. It's a politics problem. And it does make me a little bit concerned that, like, okay, even once we do that, and I hope when, not if, will it even be sustainable? Like, sure, we may be able to afford it in the short term, but, like, what if it does get worse? What if it does actually become unsustainable for two people who are working nice-paying software jobs? What if it becomes difficult for those two people to afford an apartment together? Like, that'd be pretty fucked. But non-zero chance, right? I mean, AI bubble, we're probably on our way to an economic recession of some form, and since I've been born, Ireland's been through like 3 or 4 of those, so what's one more? But as made me wonder, should I stay here? Should I move country? Do I need to do that in order to, like, survive out on my own? And someone recommended that I check out France. They said you can move to France. And I know we have some French folks in the audience, so I just like to... Julia's not interested. The wife approval just went through the fucking floor. But of the French folks in chat, how is housing? And how is vomits profusely? Okay. And how is, like, queer spaces? I've heard it's not great, but, like, as I hear, nowhere is great. The idea is that you have at least, a very left-leaning city that's very open to people so that they can organize and, do pride events and stuff. Like, they don't have to be... So long as you don't have to be hidden, as long as there is some allowance for trans visibility, I appreciate that more. Like, Ireland has trans visibility, like, even in my area, for example. But I think it's louder in other places. It's still decent here, though. Queer spaces, depending on where you are, where I am, is good. Yeah, you want to be in a city, not just a country that's supportive. Housing, every city is fucked and it's getting worse, on its way to be as bad as what I knew when I was in Ireland. Cool. So you're catching up to us, is that it? You're catching up to us from a couple years ago. Yeah, it hasn't gotten better. I've watched the rent market a little bit. It's not gotten better. You need to choose. Housing situation is awful where queer spaces are good. Oh, because all the cool people want to move there. Yeah. We are roughly, yes. Another bad thing that might make things even worse. Oh boy, good news. Like, if our current apartment situation falls apart, we have to move outside the city to be able to afford rent. Oh, I wouldn't envy that. It is not a bold stance that people should feel comfortable with the idea of moving out and gaining independence and freedom as an adult. Like, it shouldn't be a terrifying concept. You shouldn't have to think, oh, fuck, but, like, what if the rent goes up too high and we can't afford it and then we are homeless? Like, that should never be a thought that comes up in your life in like your mid-late 20s. That shouldn't have to be a thing that you think about. That's unreasonable. And, you know, jokes aside, actual recession indicator. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? Not necessarily that you need to feel comfortable being able to go and buy a house. Fuck no, I wouldn't say you need to be buying a house your first place. But kind of like with, you know, in a similar way that you wouldn't buy, like, the fanciest car as your first. Also, I can feel the rain on the roads. They have changed this a little bit. I am aquaplaning slightly on turns. That's funny. Like, yeah, much like with getting a car, your first car shouldn't be like a super expensive fresh off the lot. It should be, you know, an old, it's an A to B machine. It is cheap enough where you can afford it and maybe risk denting it a couple times. And not so expensive that the insurance would never fucking cover you, you know? Things like that. And similarly for a house. I don't need a house right now. What I need to do what I need to do is a bedroom, a kitchen, and ideally a studio space, but I can do it in the bedroom if I'm like stuck, is what I'm doing today, and a bathroom. The kitchen can have a fucking sofa in it. I can make it like a combination kitchen living room. Like, I'll live. That's fine. But like, I don't need that much. I feel like you need to get a house when you're starting a family. You get an apartment when you're just like starting out being an adult on your own. And the fact that I'd be terrified at the concept of getting an apartment on a software developer salary, having just left college, what the fuck are we doing? That's insane. That should just not be the case. Also, France is going to have desert climates within our lifetime. Huge! Hooray! Fun fact, France activated heat wave alert today for the first time ever in the month of May. Oh boy. My place is going to be 20 to 36 degrees till Friday. I thought we were pretty bad. And to be clear, like, it's not great over here. I saw a peak of like 22 degrees Celsius here today. Our humidity is crazy. And that should be noted. Like, we're an island. It's very coastal, pretty much everywhere. So, like, I need a rest stop soon, bro. I'm gonna die on the streets. Like, yeah, humidity here is crazy. Like, we're easily pushing like 85-90% humidity, like, at all times. It's really bad. Like, I could normally do, I need a drink. I could normally do 22 degrees if it were low humidity. I've done way higher in the States on lower humidity and it was perfectly fine. But because it's high humidity here, you can feel it in the climate. It hurts. So yeah, if we got like a 30-something, it would be fucked. Well, at least I hope at least you're not as coastal as we are. So you're holding out a little bit better despite, okay, heat wave warning, true, yes. 36 degrees is fucking nuts. If we got 36 degrees here with our humidity, I actually think the country would shut down.
It's time to drink water.
Oh my goodness!
It's time to drink water.
It's time to drink water. You're so right. I'm aquaplaning. I'm aquaplaning. I'm aquaplaning. I need a turn here, though. I was flat on the brakes doing that turn. I had to be so fucking careful. Indeed. Also, yeah, Isaac, thank you so much. 5 months with Prime. Appreciate it. All right, yeah, you know the deal. It's time to drink water. If you have water with you, you should drink it. And if you don't have water, you should go get some, because water's good for you. We'll drink to that while doing this turn. Yeah, especially in the heat. Very good, very good. I mentioned before, I've had my fan on low, mind you, but I've had my fan on like the entire time I've been streaming. Had it on like the maximum setting before I started. Mostly turn it down for noise reasons. Did you read my message about the other bad thing that's happening soon? I don't think so. Chat moves fast. Although that said, Ari, if you are seriously considering moving somewhere, I wasn't seriously considering moving somewhere. Well, okay. In general, yes. I was thinking the Netherlands would be awesome. But I've also heard things like, oh, it's, you know, not as great. Like, okay, cool, there's really great public transportation and lots of nice areas in the Netherlands, but housing might still be kind of fucked. I think housing's just fucked everywhere. Like, Jesus, can we stop the consolidation of wealth? This is the biggest political stance I'm going to take so far. If we just fucking, like, 50-80% tax everyone earning like over 10 million a year, and you'll solve like 90% of the fucking world's problems. Just do it today. We will be better off. Thank you. Anyways, housing problems everywhere, but I've also heard some mutterings that transgender healthcare in the Netherlands is not that great. Like, it's better here, and we basically don't have any. Our country just allows it. It's not like it provides it, it allows it. It's ambivalent to trans healthcare. France can be okay, and you can hit me up with the girlfriends for more in-depth questions. Yeah, lovely. I mean, hey, if I ever visit, I'll be sure to let you know. That'd be fun. Funny enough, this week for me tomorrow will be 32 and staying above 20 for the entire week. Ugh. I got like one bigger fan on full blast in my room and one small USB desk fan right next to me. Otherwise, I will explode. Yeah. We should eat some people. Thank you, Data. Agreed. How are we gonna fund the money pit though? I love the money hole. I love throwing all my money in the big hole and burning it. I love the money hole. For everyone who doesn't get that bit, please watch The Onion. Very good coverage. Very funny group. Trans healthcare is, weirdly enough, sort of a France W. Yeah, I think, I won't say who, but I think I know some people who are actually getting their HRT from France, like imported. Thankfully, I'm getting prescription HRT, but my clinic is in Spain. So, you know, because there's no trans clinics in Ireland. They don't exist. We had a state-funded one. It was under the HSE, but they had an 8 to 13 year long waiting list that I was stuck on. And then a little while after, I switched to a clinic in Spain, private, of course. That was fun. They are a very nice group, though, for what it's worth. But after me doing that, it turns out that service fucking shut down. They just closed it. They canned the thing because it was fucking broken and didn't work at all. I got some email at some point saying that they were allocating like 0.7 million to building a new one. I'm like, oh great, 0.7 million. Y'all are spending 1.4 million on a fucking bike shed and a security hut outside Leinster House. Get fucking real. Be so for real. This government does not take trans healthcare seriously whatsoever. They are ambivalent to it. It is pathetic. We are a trans-supporting nation in the same way that we support squirrels. My grandfather threw money... Hold on, let me voice that correctly. My grandfather threw money into the pit, and his grandfather threw money into the pit. She's gonna pass it on the road. I do see a bed. I see a bed. It is possible. Otherwise, we will just thug it out. Is that even on the road that I need to go? Whatever. Fuck it. We're taking this. This is gonna be fun. I think I just need to not speed for a minute. I know, heartbreaking, but... Okay, actually, yeah, this might be doable. Sure you said the thing I made about it. Sure. I don't know if I'll necessarily have comments on it, but sure. The Spanish do beat us for trans healthcare. From what I've heard, it's basically the informed consent model. That's what I've heard, yeah. For French healthcare, if you get social security, if you work in France, it's quite good compared to everywhere else. Cool. You are getting tired. You think I don't know that? I can fucking read! Bed, 0 minutes. Yes. I am on borrowed time right now. Oh my god, I could fucking see the drop-off. I might just take the turn and just go straight into Kiel. Nah, rest stop right over there. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to damage this cargo when I'm so close to the end. We'll do it. Our Melody driving the speed limit. I know! Like, what's the fucking point anymore? And technically, you have to at least work for a French company or firm if you live in France, so you'll have social security. Oh, good. Delightful. Let me pull in here. Bro, you are not actually stopping while I'm pulling in right now. I need to get around you, brother. Okay. Now, where are the rest stops? There's parking spots here, but don't know if they're truck parking. Oh, no. I think I've been to one of these before. Oh, wait. No. I could just pull in here. One of these. Yes. See my vision going black? Uh-oh. It's okay. I pull in. Brother, really? There we go. Alright. We clutched it. I also got 3 hours to deliver this shit. We are so fly, actually. So we apparently will have a super El Nino. Oh, big temperature increase in specific oceans. And all you need to know is the last one was in the 19th century and killed 50 million. Oh boy! If only we could have done something about this. Something with the... Something that controls, helps determine the weather conditions and whatever. Some like atmospheric thing. What do they call it? The climate, I think? Is that what it is? Yeah, but climate change isn't real. It got like this hot 30 billion years ago. What? 30 billion years ago. The Big Bang? The fucking asteroid that wiped out... Or the meteor? Asteroid? Meteor? That wiped out the dinosaurs? Yeah. Yeah, it got that hot then. You're right. We should just thug it out. We as a people should just thug it out, actually, because that's a totally normal thing for weather to do. Big line that I've been liking, and I heard it a little while back, in response to very, like, alt-right sentiment and whatever, and movements and what have you, is this is not normal. It's a very clear-cut line, I feel. This is not normal. Like, when you see insane shit like fucking card-carrying Klansmen out in the fucking street doing a quote-unquote peaceful protest, when you see people on the news calling for the genocide of an entire people, when you have people in positions of government, despite the fact that they've been like accused with an abundance of evidence of doing absolutely horrible, unconscionable misdeeds to humanity, this is not normal. That was originally supposed to be about climate. The current climate is not normal, but that was the context I originally heard it in, and it rings true for both. This is not normal. And absolutely, we need to emphasize that more, I think. Not just that this is bad, not just that this upsets us, this is not normal. It's not a normal thing to happen. People aren't normally this weird about trans people. People aren't normally this bad about gay people. Or people of color. Or, a people who would just like to be recognized as a nation if you'd be so polite. It's not normal. As much as some people would like to make you think it is, it really isn't. A normal person doesn't do the kind of things that these people are doing. And I'm not calling for any violence to be taken against them necessarily, right? Like, to be clear, I don't want to be like them. So I'm very keen to insist, like, you know, aside from, oh, my lawyer told me not to say this. Like, no, actually, I don't really think violence is the answer to the kind of problems that we're facing right now. But we do need a solution. And ideally, it's one that's, you know, in an ideal world, it's one we can reach amicably. And even in an unjust world, it has to at least be something that doesn't involve us killing more people. But, you know, something does need to be done. Because this is not normal. You can see why I really like that sentiment. It's very apt, I feel. Don't mind me, just gonna mount the grass. Gonna beef this parking real quick, but we'll fix her up. Applies to a lot of things now. Fucking too right. Applies to climate, applies to politics, applies to the economy, applies to social well-being. A lot of things. Lovely. Making so much money. Might do one more delivery. Stream got not pushed, but delayed a little bit by some issues. But we'll do another trip. I also like to point out the prior Super El Nino's death count, that was because of famine caused by the Super El Nino. Oh, great! How does it feel always having when the Ari's melody on the menu? Oh, sorry, I had a stroke reading that for some reason. How does it feel always having when the Ari is melody on the menu? I think I've become numb to it, to be completely honest. I actually didn't even acknowledge it. I'm just like, yeah, that's just what's on my truck now. Whatever, bro. I just need to get this load from point A to point B. Let's go here. Oh shit, my headlights are on. They most certainly do not need to be on. I gotta come up with a next vile thing to put on there. Ari Melody 64 when? Huge. Thank God the daft shitbox is easy to skin. This is a shitbox. I've driven a Volvo shitbox. This is not a shitbox. I love when the pause menu was suddenly La Criatura. Nah, it doesn't show there. Unfortunate. Aria Melody quest. Fire. We excited for the upcoming stream days this week? Let me see if I can recall all of them. I believe we are doing... Is it Near tomorrow? More Near. And then Deadlock. And then Near again. And then I take a break on Friday. Can't stream that time. Fridays are like the one thing I can't really do. And then Jamboree, basically, yeah. I said basically. Yeah, so it is like the Jamboree time slot, but we're also like, I'm so out of flow. So I literally made the call for people to like, hey, who wants to join in the Jamboree? What's your game suggestions? Like today. Just before I put out the stream schedule, I basically announced that to the VIPs. So... Will be interesting to see how that goes. We seem to have some enthusiasm, so that's great. We'll at least have a couple people, so it'll be fun. But we're kind of throwing shit together. One thing that breaks my heart, missed the Our Melody Live anniversary. 7th of May, if I have it correct, was the first Our Melody Live stream that we did. And I really wanted to do it, do a special stream for that day, but college, that wasn't gonna work. It would have been far too risky. I would love to make up for it though. Maybe this stream can, in some respect, make up for it, but it won't be like a super official, oh, this is the anniversary one, because I would like it to be a lot closer to the time to do that. I don't know, maybe I change my tune in the coming days and I'm like, no, this is the big anniversary one. Gonna be awesome. We'll see. But yeah, we got the Jamboree stream, a lot of games in lineup for that one, or a selection, to be clear. We might stick to one game. It's going to depend on what the sentiment is and the timelines and whatever. And then Sunday, more near. And then we will be back to the regular stream rotation from that point onward. I do expect it to change again when I'm back into work, because my work days or whatever, the days I need to be on-prem, the days I don't need to be on-prem, stuff like that, are going to be different. If y'all remember the schedule that we started with when I started these streams, I think it was Tuesdays and Saturdays, maybe? It was something like that, I think. Don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago. I might go back to something similar to that. I am expecting, though cannot confirm right now, a Tuesday, Thursday, and a Saturday time slots. So the Mondays and Wednesdays from the current normal stream schedule, they just be shifted forward a day, is basically what would happen. Can I join? It's not open invite, unfortunately. It's a private event. It's public viewing, of course, but we gotta control lobby sizes and crowd control and whatever, so it's VIPs only for that. Welcome to watch, though. I'm sure it'll be a very fun time for viewers as well. We are an interesting bunch to watch in a fish tank. Especially with certain games. Monopoly. So, funny thing, that was actually on the list of suggested games, because I didn't have like, fuck it, we're just doing this, bro. Oh, bro was merging back in. That was so dangerous. I did put Monopoly on the list of candidate games for people to kind of vote through, and I'm picking like whatever the favorites are as the official game title for the stream. I had Monopoly in there, and Claire specifically told me, go fuck yourself, I'm not playing Monopoly with you on stream. So we might have a slightly difficult time getting people on board for Monopoly, but that was a fun stream when we did that. Ari of the Mellow Deal. I think that was the last Jamboree that we did. Because I loaded from a backup of my stream schedule file, and it said that Jamboree. It was, yeah. Bitches love my bird go up, falls down 2 kilometers. Insane IQ Monopoly ads playing, bro. What the fuck? Interesting. Bro decided to cha-cha slide on the 3-lane. True. If only we could play Mario Party. I think that's been discussed, but not enough of us have legitimate Nintendo consoles, or, you know, some other way to easily coordinate a game like that. So it would be cool, but yeah, keep it on the notes, I guess, in case something does come up where that would be easily doable. If, you know, some crazy reality where we do like an IRL Ari Melody Live event where like I actually meet up in person with a whole bunch of people and we do the streams. That would be a really good candidate for sure, for sure. The Shanghai Gambit will live on forever. Oh, in our hearts. In our hearts. Absolutely. That was so fucking funny. Shanghai at an unreasonable price. Shanghai for too much. Oh. That was great. That was beautiful. Play Jack Change It. Real card games. I've never heard of that in my life, unfortunately. Bird Pal on the rise again. Oh, it was the Shenzhen Gambit. Yeah, Shenzhen for too much. I don't think there is Shanghai on the board. I think it was Shenzhen, yeah. Shenzhen for too much. We should co-op stream while I visit. If you want to do that, yeah, sure. That is up to you, but if you are down to do such a thing, I can keep streams on the docket for the time that you're over. I'm asking to invest depending on what game gets picked, if I don't already have it. We'll probably be okay. A lot of the games that are available are very common Steam library picks or free, so, you know, it might be alright. Jack Change It is like a card game mainly known in Northern Ireland for some reason. Huh. Yeah, never heard of it in my life. Shanghai for $0. Oh, is it Jack Changes It? Bird Pal double or nothing. Instead of paying 3 with Klarna, it's fucking Bird Pal double or nothing. God, that stream is so fun. Convincing Ellie to let Bird win so that I would hit the button. That's take 2. I was taught this by my uncle who's from the north. Interesting. Oh, is it just another name for us? Oh, it's called Take 2 here. I think I've heard of Take 2, but I don't remember the gameplay. That's the trick. You put down a jack, but if it's a 2 and you put down a jack, but if it's a 2 and a jack 2? What? Okay, hold on. You put down a jack, and if it's a 2 and you don't have another, you have to take 2 cards, and then the queen reverses it. The rules are the same, but the cards that do each thing are different. Interesting. Probably need to actually see it in action in order to understand those rules, but take your word for it. Probably an easy way to pass the time, if nothing else. I actually have a really cool set of playing cards. Pride Knights. Knights is like medieval knights. Go look it up. Pride Knights, very, very cool. Wonderful queer artists that designed just fucking absolutely gorgeous artisanal set of playing cards that are all themed around, you know, knights, of course, and all of the genders and identities under the rainbow. It's beautiful. There's ace, there's aro, there's trans, there's lesbian, there's what is so? Lesbian would be women and women. Do you just say gay if it's guys and guys? I feel like that's gay is usually interchangeable genders, as I understand it. We have that anyways, as I recall. I think they even have specific trans femme and trans masc ones. I don't know if that's in the playing card set. They do have other things in the playing cards. They also do these beautiful pins and patches as well. Ooh, shit, I need to go here. Risky move. Yeah, they have absolutely beautiful little cosmetic wares and whatnots that are very, very cool. Playing the lesbian 2 pair. Fucking real, actually. Sports Direct playing cards. Fire. Down here, it's play a 2, pick up 2. In Jack change, it's Jack that's the pickup 2. Oh. Yeah, I definitely need to actually see that happening. Seeing that in just like written instructions like that is tricky. I think I need to see like a flow diagram of the gameplay in order to understand it. Flush call that a polycule. Fucking hell. Actually real though. You're 7,000 away from drink. Oh no. My bladder just quivered upon reading that. Horrifying. I'm so glad nobody could afford that emote when I was freshly starting Spyro. That would have fucking took me out, bro. I'd be dead today. Dying of fucking drowning. Kidney poisoning from fucking drinking too much water. Insane. This is a long trip. I did not expect this to be such a long haul. My god. Where am I going again? I don't think I actually, like, really read the map. Oh. Oy vey, from Hamburg to Paris. Fuck, man. I'm gonna be here for a while. This stream is not getting done in the next 3 minutes. It's getting done in 15. Ivy, 10 bits. And here I am, some doodlebucks closer to the 50k. Horrifying. You're being sent to the piss city? Bird, I will do everything in my power in the event of predictions to get you enough since you did it for me. Oh no, they're colluding. They're colluding. I'm going to start writing legislation. I need to start breaking up the monopolies. Breaking up the cartels. The piss cartel. Fucking band name, Piss Baby Cartel. I bet you that's taken. I bet you someone has fucking taken the Piss Baby Cartel. What's up, truck? What's up? What's up, bitch? Oh. Wait. Wait, was I supposed to go this way, or... Does this work? I'm gonna read that map. Yes, that was the intended direction. We're good. Trying to cheese it, takes the wrong turn. Drive of shame. Everyone vote Monopoly for Jamboree immediately. Bird Pal will be winning. Not even able to take part in the Jamboree, but my ass is voting Monopoly. I want to see that VOD. Oh, God. Yeah, I suppose I never thought about that. If you're VIP, you can just vote on Jamboree, even if you're not necessarily participating. I expect participants to vote rather than viewers, but that is fair. It's a VIP white vote. It's not necessarily something I would contest. You almost took a 30+ in-game minute detour, probably. Don't want to do that. Remember the roundabout of shame when you went in a circle like 6 times? Oh, I do. That was rancid. I'm gonna overtake you again, bro. Never mind. They went on a different lane. Who cares? Evil vote. Evil fucked up no good vote. I'm going pretty fast. Yeah, I'm going pretty fast. You know what's funny? So I got some friends who've been playing Forza Horizon 6 now that that's dropped. I don't have 6. I don't feel like getting 6. So I pulled up Forza Horizon 4, which I do have. And you know, it's been a while since I played, but I was like, yeah, sure, we'll fuck around. We'll play around with shit. And I found out infinitely more fun than driving my really nice, pristine Porsche around is buying shit boxes and DHL vans that I can soup to the fucking gills and make go 130 kilometers an hour. Very fun. Very much enjoy doing that. I've got some, like, I think it's a Volkswagen, like some 93 GTI or something, like 1993 GTI, I think. Absolute shitbox car. I mean, good for the time, I'm sure, but feels like a shitbox to drive. And then I've just roided it to the fucking teeth. It's got the craziest fucking engine. I don't really know that much about car parts, but I basically maxed out everything. And it just rips. It just fucking goes everywhere. And it's so light because it's like a dinky old little car, and of course the interior's gutted as well. So the thing just fucking flies. It's really fun to drive around. I mostly remember that because my truck is going fucking 134 downhill with the amount of cargo on it. And I find that very amusing. And going the fucking speed of a sports car. Whoops. You can also just take someone voting as confirmation they're going to take part. That is kind of the assumption. I would maybe take like maximum votes on a certain title, or like the average even, as estimated participation. Like, I've got ways that I go about estimating that. Played like 5 rounds of V-Bots. Deadlock, and I can confidently say I am pretty solid at 7, including in-game progression at this point. Awesome! Wonderful! So you're getting good at, like, macro builds, or macro game, is probably how I would word that. Remove the ability for you to fuck shit up. This vote has been selected to become evil mode. Heartbeat Express type shit. Oh, the cuts I've been doing? Or the fucking shitbox car mods. I will do anything for that game. On God, I want to play Forza Horizon 6 so bad. You would say that, Isaac. I would expect that. Frankly, I was kind of surprised you didn't have it, but I realize, yeah, money's probably, like, yeah, a thing that exists and sucks. God damn, if Missile were here, he'd say something about that. Oh, versus bots. Yeah, of course versus bots. If you're just starting off, like, yeah, practice against bots, absolutely. I should note, the bots are going to have pretty terrible macro. So, like, against other players, like, they will actually look to build counters against whatever you're doing and will be much more annoying. And bots are... they're anal in terms of, like, shooting at you, because they're basically aimbot. But other than that, they're a little dismissive, and they're very easy to fool sometimes. So, yeah, just to be mindful. But that is cool. I'm glad you are getting the hang of things. Just base mechanics wise, that is a really good jumping off point. I guess I'll just have to find a way to get up north and hunt him for sport. Both, yeah. We got €8. It's making me to... we got €8. It's making me to Friday whether I like it or not. Fucking hell. Bro's gonna have ice soup. It's Monday. My God. Do not do street brawl with bots. Never thought to do so. But I could see how that would go horribly. My basic go-round is Spirit Lifesteal and Spirit Focus on the orb that 7 has. Ooh. Yeah, the Lifesteal is probably very helpful. So you're orb maxing, is that it? I'm very excited to see a community build in the future called fucking Puppies Orb Maxing build. Can't be any crazier than the name I've got for one of my page builds. Not mine by design, but one that I pulled off of the community builds. It's a Page build, and Page is a spirit-focused character, not really a gun character, but you know, every character can be built in whatever way you want, whether or not it's practical. So someone has a gun page built, and I think it's called, like, I paused my yaoi for this page strap-on build, I think, which is really fucking funny. They don't push the points, they wait for you? Oh, so it's just like horribly boring. It's time to drink water! I'm going 140 down a highway. I don't know if I should be pausing right now, but fuck it. Let me read chat first. Currently mine is Taco Bell 7 builds. Fascinating. You would play Paige. Of course I would play Paige. I play Paige, I play Celeste, I play Doorman. And I found very recently, I kind of like Mirage. Something about Jin's Mark is delightfully fucking annoying, which is great if you're playing as the character, and horrible if you're playing against. Just start playing Mirage? Yeah, he is kind of evil. In the right hands, every character is evil, but Mirage is particularly fucking annoying. Puppy loves fetch, ball build. Oh my god, yes! That's it. That's actually it. Julia, you've outdone yourself. You now have to start getting into making builds. It must happen. Almost always play Street Ball. I can't deal with 20-50 minute games. That's fair. I found playing Street Ball was a fantastic way for me to learn items really quickly. I understood very, very little about the item economy in Deadlock until I started playing Street Brawl. I played for maybe like 2 days. I just like played mostly Street Brawl, and I just understood items so much better. Immediately I was making better builds. These days I don't even actually rely on a build. I just go like, okay, do I need Vitality, do I need Gun, or do I need Spirit? And I'll just like buy from one of the categories, you know, based on situation. And what I try to do is I try and keep my investments across all three balanced as well. I found that kind of, you know, you want to keep yourself alive, you want to be gun heavy so that you can do stuff in between your abilities, and you want your abilities to have punch. By the late game, you'll have pretty much maxed out everything anyways, so like, you're fine. Yeah, that's what I like doing. 3 hours for this delivery. We made it most of the way there. Good heavens. Water consumption time while speeding. Right, I still have to do that. You should drink and drive. Fuck it, bro! We're drinking. You know the deal. It's time to drink water. If you have water with you, you should drink it. If you don't have water, you should go get some, because water's good for you. I'll drink to that. I almost wasn't looking at the road for a sec. That could have been bad. We're good. That's water. I'm burping water. What the fuck? I'm clearly not breathing properly. I play Holiday, Mirage, Ivy, Dynamo, Drifter. Drifter player. I'm gonna have to put you in the box. I'm gonna have to put you in the crystal. Unfortunately, I don't like Drifter. I don't like playing against Drifter. I think if I played Drifter, I might start to get Drifter. And that is something I need to do more. Like, that's kind of why I ended up picking Mirage. It's like, okay, I want to branch out and learn how to play other characters. Partly just so I get, like, more diverse playstyles and makes the game more interesting. But also because if you play the player, you start to know their counters. You know what's weak against them because you know what beats the fuck out of you every time you play the character. So, you know, me picking up Mirage, I can then identify the things that Mirage is weak against. So, you know, works nicely. Puppy is evil. I have no water with me. Julia. Julia, it's time to get water. Time to get water, Julia. Come on, go get water. Taking a massive swig of water is pretty much the most classic thing to do while driving 135 down the highway. No, not the box. Your Truck is such a cozy game. It's great. It's wonderful. I love playing this on streams on Mondays. It's such a nice way to start off the week. Do I need fuel? Nah. Do I need sleep? Nah. Fuck it, bro. There'll be another rest stop ahead. I'll be fine. I'll get the delivery there before I need to sleep anyway, so it's all good. For one day and one day only, you should do a drinking stream where there's take a drink redeem for like 2 to 3 times as much water and a cooldown to see if you get more drunk or hydrated. Oh. Interesting idea. Oh, drinking stream is a drinking stream, not just water. I understand. I see. Gotcha. That would be... Does diluting drink like that help significantly? I don't know about that. 100,000 doodle bugs drink all the alcohol. Hospital. True. 100,000 doodle bucks liver damage redeem. For like 100 euros worth of redeems, I could do like 4 shots. I've never gotten hungover. I don't actually know what my drinking limit is. Didn't think I would maybe find out what that is on a stream, but I don't know. Won't be the first one to drink on stream. I think you're technically not supposed to, but it hasn't stopped anyone, so I'll see. Like, I just fucking blitzed that fucking truck. My god. Poor bastard. We're gonna get a nap in here, and we're gonna get some fuel. Drinking water with alcohol makes it limit the damage a lot more. Tell you what. Oh, damn it. What I might do, if I am going to do a drinking stream, water will be redeemable via channel points, and alcohol will be redeemable via subscriptions. I think. That might be the move. It's just a drinking subathon. Are they obsessing over Farmer's Valley again? Kill them. Kill them with hammers. Beat them to death with hammers. Take them out back. Get the toolbox. Beat them to death with hammers. :3. What the hell is Farmer's Valley? Some fucking Discord activity game that some people in my private Discord have gotten fucking obsessed with recently. Specifically ban Julia subscriptions from alcohol redeems. You will die. Yeah. Yeah. Julia would get me hammered. Fair point. I mean, I could balance it as well. What did I do? You hate me. So what I could do is I could balance it. Like, it could be on cooldown, for example. Like, oh, you know, no more often than like 10 minutes apart or something like that. And I could maybe limit it to like, oh, every 5 subscriptions. But like, I doubt I would need to put a cap like that. Like, y'all give a lot of support. I appreciate the fuck out of it, but I'm not expecting that much. I say sheepishly. Unless someone gives like 10 subs, then you're fucked. See, yeah, that's why Ivy is suggesting ban Julia from doing alcohol redeems. Could make it a specific, like, yeah, not every 5 subs, but you have to gift 5 in lump sum or something. I'm just saying 5 as an example, mind you. Like, doesn't have anything crazy. See, at that point, the redeem makes more sense because you can only have one every so often. Yeah. Say, like, every 10 minutes. Let me think about that. So that would be 6 per hour. That could be... Okay, 12 shots in a single 2-hour stream. You know what? I do think that could work. 1 sub, 1 shot, and minimum 10-minute cooldown. I can make the cooldown like visible on screen as well. That could be cool. Ball. I love Julia so much. She's wonderful. Everyone say hi, Julia. Everyone in chat, you have to say it or you're banned. I don't make the rules. 1 sub, 1 shot every 10 minutes would mean up to 12 shots in a 2-hour stream. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could find a limit. Maybe 15. 8 shots. Yeah. I could take it. I'll have a big dinner beforehand. So I have soakage in my system. We'll see how much that helps me. You're going too slow. I'm gonna fucking take the bypass lane. What about 120 one shot? I don't know what you mean by that. 8 shots are probably a good max. Yeah. Like, I've had 4 in one night, and I felt like a little bit droopy, but that was probably more down to the fact that I was also up at like 3, 4 in the morning by the end of it because I drink so fucking slowly. Driving downright irresponsible. 125 and a fucking 70. Oh, we're back in the game. I'm gonna overtake this car. Oh, you fucker. Nuh-uh. 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 Me. Me. I go. Fuck you. Alright, if you did a drunk stream, I'd get high for it. Fucking baller. Play One Shot Immediately is a good game. Play it now. If I'm not mistaken, it's a bad Steam Deck game, isn't it? I keep hearing some shit about, oh, One Shot does some funky stuff with Windows or whatever that like doesn't play nice with Proton. And almost certainly won't play nice in like gaming mode on or like big picture, for example. I don't know. I could be wrong. Does some funky stuff, yes, but I don't know how well those translate to Linux. Yeah, I need like a Proton DB listing or something. Alright. Oh, I thought I was blocked. No, we're good. Shot stream where you play one shot once per set. What, I like restart the run? That'd be great. I get to like the very end of the game and it's like, nope, back to the beginning for you. Drops 1 fucking sub. I'd cry, dude. No way. We made it. Last of the stream. The last delivery. Good stream back. We'll ignore the technical difficulties that absolutely did not happen, by the way. Hey, level 22. Beautiful. What's our money like? Oh, we got our money up all right. Oh, they've changed the skills page. Nice. Okay. What? Oh, right, because you pick from... Yeah, I was supposed to say, how the fuck does that work? Long distance? Sure. Why not? Yeah. Play skill point to... Yeah? Okay, yeah. Sweet. I got schmunners. Do I have a loan? I don't even have a loan. That's just money I have. That's fantastic. How's my team doing? My company. We're getting money. We're getting some schmunners. Make no mistake. Ah, look at that. We're almost all 5 rank. That's beautiful. I'm almost in a position where I could just get another warehouse and just hire even more employees. This is escalating pretty quickly. I like it. Yeah, you're still leveling up on long distance. That's all well and good. I make so much more money, but these guys provide some very nice passive income, which is nice. Hi, Thermos. Hello. Yeah, like we're right at the end. I did the last delivery for the night. Good to see it, though. Beautiful. What's a used trucks market look like again? I don't remember the prices. I could afford to just buy one of these. Easy. Which I guess I'd have to if I'm getting an employee, but, you know. Interesting. Hardcore Minecraft, but each sub you die. Oh, I've seen people do stuff like that before, like challenge modes with chat, where not that it kills you instantly, although we could have like a really expensive thing that does that. But various things that'll like do debuffs, or they'll spawn inconveniences, or just troll you. You know, it ranges in inconvenience based on, or it scales in inconvenience based on how much you donate or whatever. Found about Return of Ari just in time to keep my streak up. Fire. Huge. Regular one-shot is rated silver. World Machine Edition is rated platinum. Interesting. Right. On that note, we were going to save game. Beautiful. And that's it. That's it for the night. Beautiful. Right, it's been a second since I've done this, so forgive me if I'm a little bit rusty. She's gone for 24 hours. But when I come back, we will be back with Nier Automata. Yes, we're going to be on Nier Automata, and then Deadlock the following day, and then more Nier the following day, and then a break on Friday, and then Jamboree number 9. And then on Sunday, Nier Automata. Nier. We have 3 Niers this week. It's exciting. This dog loves Nier. That's true. We gotta get the end script back in the CPU cache. True. Well, see, because it's shaken up a little bit, because a little bit before I went on hiatus, I determined I need to start raiding more. So guess what we're gonna do, everyone? We're gonna raid someone. I'm gonna find someone who's live anyways, and we're gonna poke at them and say hi and whatnot. Who have I got on my list? Who have I got? Richer. Followed channels. Yeah, we got some folks live. We got some folks. This could be a good one. Cool VTuber who is playing. What are they playing? Oh, they're just doing just chatting. Are they unpacking some stuff? It looks like they are. Yeah, I think it's a just chatting stream. Yeah, fuck it. We'll hop over there. Unless we want to... Do we want a gaming one? How are we feeling? Should I prioritize gaming for this one? Also, my god, sorry, I just read the viewer count. Holy shit, thank you? 23 of you here? Going off the number? I normally have it muted because, like, I don't want to focus on view counts while I'm streaming. I want to just do the stream. But what the fuck? That's crazy. Y'all are awesome. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. He's giving me free challenge points. Challenge points at this point with the raids. Thank you. Oh fuck, it's over. Have a good night. Hope both you and chat enjoy the stream. Thank you. I hope everyone else in chat enjoyed as well. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna shoot you over to Velkian. Very cool VTuber fellow. With a way cooler avatar. Recently did a re-debut actually. Whole new avatar. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm going to send you all over there. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's stream. I'll be catapulting you over in just a moment. But in the meantime, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you hail from. And I will see y'all on Tuesday. Thank you, and bye-bye!